Let's explore all the reasons why your Jeep JL and Gladiator leak. So let's start from the top. All right, so water comes down the front of the windshield and also down this drip rail and then come down and ride all the way down the rail. Obviously, as you know, comes down inside and then ends up in your Jeep. But we'll explore the reasons why that is happening. Number one, no body side seal. Every vehicle on the face of this planet has a body side seal. And what I mean by that is you have a door seal, which always marries to a body seal. And Jeep just refuses to put a body side seal on these vehicles so we can get a proper compression and a proper seal when we go ahead and close the door. But the second problem that we're having here is also this top portion where all the water actually comes in. So the water drops in this way, and then in a perfect world, it's supposed to drop right down to the back of this seal. So what happens is that since this door has bad compression and what's inside of it is deformed, what it's doing is it's actually squeezing it closed, and then the water's passing over and not going where it's designed. Okay, it's passing over and then coming to the inside of this door seal, and Jeep knows that that's going to happen, so they've added these little drain holes to pick up some of the water as it goes down. But if we follow it, here's the second issue that the JL Gladiator is having, that there is no compression here in this portion of the door, which is marries right here underneath the windshield molding itself. So what happens right now is you can see how deformed it is. So when water comes down now at this point, it's actually making a redirect and coming this way. And when it comes around, it ends up on this bottom and then ends up inside of your Jeep. So by adding a Jeep noodle, one of my proprietary Jeep noodles in there, it's going to take care of that issue. So here's the Jeep noodle I'll actually install in here, and what it's going to do is it's going to keep this thing completely in the shape it's supposed to be. So by adding something that's never been there, we're not going to have this issue where this seal gets smashed over and actually passes water in on itself. Remember, we cannot stop water. We can only hope to redirect it. And in this case, there is no hope. We're going to go ahead and redirect this water so that we can keep it outside of your Jeep instead of passing inside. All right, let's go ahead and install our first portion of the body side seal. So I've gone ahead and taken off the liner. All right, so we're going to go ahead and install our Jeep noodle. So what we'll go do is just pull this right down. And this is what we have when it's all said and done. So let's take a look at our profile here. We've gone ahead and filled this seal, and now we have a proper compression, and it's not just pretty much making a big indentation on itself. So what it's going to do is now allow this whole system to work the way Jeep intended. Water passes in, and instead of going ahead and then bypassing over and then coming in on itself and actually running down the door, it's going to stay up, and then the water is going to run right back through where it's supposed to, come all the way down, and then from there it's going to exit right out the vehicle. All right, let's go ahead and do our water test so we can now test. We have everything installed, the Jeep noodles and the body side seal. So we'll just come right here to the top of the Jeep, all right, and we'll just pour some water on here. Now we'll go ahead and open up the Jeep. And we're going to inspect everything as per we want it to be. And as you can see, this Jeep noodle has done its job. It's completely keeping water from passing over. And what you can still see is a very light impression, all right, from the way the seal was before. But it's taken on a dramatic change in terms of what it looked like. So now if we inspect this seal, there is no more water that passes over on this side. So that seal is completely dry. Now, this is where all the heavy lifting is being done, because when this door closes on the body side, this is where it's marrying right now. So all the water that actually runs down is being blocked by the body side seal doing exactly its job. So this is a home run. You are now done and complete.